Imagine, if you will, a journey back in time. A time when castles dotted the landscape, knights roamed the land, and the cobblestone streets echoed with the clamor of daily life. Welcome to the medieval ages. But beyond the grandeur and the romance, the Middle Ages were an era of unique challenges where surviving was a daily struggle. Today, we peel back the layers of time and take a gritty, uncensored look at life as it truly was. Let's dive into the unhygienic habits of medieval Europe, habits that were shaped by cultural norms, religious beliefs, and a very different understanding of science and medicine. From improper waste management, infrequent bathing, and questionable food storage, to shared drinking vessels and close-quarter living, we'll explore how the daily practices of medieval people could often spread diseases, contributing to the severity of epidemics like the infamous Black Death. So sit back, brace yourself, and let's journey into the world that was both remarkably resilient and astonishingly unhygienic. Number 1. Poor waste management. Human waste disposal was a significant problem, especially in towns and cities. The contents of chamber pots were often thrown into the streets or in nearby bodies of water. These poor sanitation practices contributed to the spread of diseases. Number 2. Lack of personal hygiene. Regular bathing was not a common practice for much of the medieval period, especially after the fall of the Roman Empire. A popular belief of the time was that bathing opened the body's pores to harmful, disease-carrying air. As a result, people might only bathe a few times a year, if at all. This infrequent bathing could lead to skin diseases, parasites, and other hygiene-related health issues. Number 3. Shared drinking vessels. It was common for people to share drinking vessels, such as communal wine goblets in taverns. The sharing of such items could spread diseases too. Poor food hygiene. Food was often stored in unsanitary conditions, leading to spoilage and contamination. Meat was frequently preserved by smoking or salting, which could mask spoilage. Number 5. Infrequent hand washing. Hand washing was not common practice, and hands were often dirty from work or from the handling of animals. This also led to the spread of germs when eating and handling food. Number 6. Lack of dental hygiene. Toothbrushes and toothpaste did not exist in the medieval period. While some people might use rough cloth or twigs to clean their teeth, oral hygiene was generally poor. This led to dental problems such as tooth decay and gum disease. Close living conditions. Many people, particularly the poor, lived in cramped and often poorly ventilated conditions. Number 8. Use of lead and mercury. Many medieval cosmetics and medicines contained harmful substances like lead and mercury. This led to a range of health problems, including chronic poisoning. Number 9. Flea and lice infestation. Because of infrequent bathing and washing of clothing and bedding, infestations of fleas and lice were common. These pests would spread diseases, most notoriously the bubonic plague. Number 10. Poor water quality. People often drank from the same bodies of water where they also disposed of their waste, which led to the spread of waterborne diseases. The brewing of beer and ale was one response to this, as the brewing process could kill many harmful organisms. And so our journey through winding, narrow streets of medieval Europe draws to a close. We ventured into homes, taverns, and bustling marketplaces and uncovered a side of life far removed from the romanticized version we often imagine.